Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And good for Perkins. That makes this a 16-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position?
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Taken in at the 3. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Open man is Duvernay.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it with Hines. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run again with Hines. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he's been terrific here this afternoon.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Dobbins. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of the first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They run with Hines. 103 yards rushing for him now. He has been tremendous all game long.
Well, that's a carry to have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Being chased out left. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by David Ojabo. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Down at the 25. Eight yards to go on second down. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Hines. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A good pickup there at 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Mahomes finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit.
Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for two. Mahomes to throw it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football. The deficit stays right where it is. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now it's Hines, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hardman to return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up 4th. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Moore, the man in motion. One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Rodgers is down the throw, but he won't get the connection here. And the ball game is over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Ravens, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.